What's up guys, Toby here from TechMe Now, and today we are going to be taking a look at the LG V10. The LG V10 is unlike any other smartphone on the market today. It's just like Kevin the Tech Ninja said, the Frankenstein of smartphones. The V10 was set to be LG's flagship smartphone, better than the G4, and frankly, they've succeeded. They took what was great about the G4 and made it better. They bumped up the RAM, they added the long-awaited fingerprint sensor, and they also ruggedized the body. And yeah, that's the main deal of the V10, but wait, there's more. LG did some innovation and added two new things that really hasn't been seen in any other smartphone before: the second screen and the two front-facing cameras. So what's the deal with these? The second screen is basically a multitasking assistant and a notifications bay. And when the phone's main screen is off, it shows the time, date, battery, and a few notifications. Pretty useful stuff right there. And for the two front-facing cameras, to put this short, one of them is a standard view and the other one is a wide-angle view. But more on this later in the video. So let's talk specs. The V10 sports a Snapdragon 808 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and an Adreno 418 GPU. It has a 3000 mAh battery which features Quick Charge 2.0, and that will allow you to charge the phone from 0 to 50% in just 40 minutes. It has a 1440 by 2560 IPS display with Corning Gorilla Glass 4. The camera sports a 16 megapixel sensor with laser autofocus and optic image stabilization. It can record up to 4K in 30 frames per second. The two front-facing cameras are 5 megapixel. One of them is a standard 80-degree view and the other one is a wide-angle 120-degree view. But how does it perform in real life? The 4GB of RAM makes this phone a multitasking beast. I've never had the V10 slow down at any point. It has always been a snappy and responsive phone, especially after I installed the Google Now launcher, which is my preferred launcher. It handles gaming well, but gets a little hot to the touch, but it was nothing that bothered me. In terms of the actual build of the device, I am impressed. Looking at pictures, I thought that this would just be another cheapo feeling Android phone, but no, not at all. The phone feels sturdy and premium. It has a nice weight to it and the back material actually isn't as cheapo feeling as it looks. Good job, LG. The V10 has a removable back, which is something that has been slowly fading away over the past few years, so it's still great to have it, so yeah, that's cool too. The display is awesome. It may not be an AMOLED display, but colors do still pop, and the screen is well saturated and vibrant. It gets fairly bright and viewing angles are good, but I have noticed a small amount of backlight bleed a little now and then, but still nothing that bothered me. And I got really surprised when I saw that after 5 days of use and no cleaning, the screen still looked perfect. It's really good with fingerprints because there's barely any on there. I don't know what you did, LG, but it's working. Alright, let's talk second screen. What's it all about? Like I said before, it's more of an assistant and a utility screen than anything else. It shows your notifications, which is great because it doesn't get in the way when, for example, gaming or watching videos. It has your most recent apps so that you can multitask like a boss. And there's a few utilities as well, like when your phone is off, you can swipe left to reveal a few controls, such as a flashlight, Wi-Fi settings, and more. So how are the cameras? I have some mixed feelings about them. The main camera is decent, but I thought that it would be better, speaking in auto mode. But when we go over to manual video mode and do some tweaking, the footage looks amazing. I will make a separate video about how good the LG V10 camera is, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that. The two front-facing cameras are okay, I guess, but there's nothing flashy to see here, other than the really cool wide-angle one. The fingerprint sensor took really long to set up, but once it's all set, you won't face any problems with it. It's snappy and accurate, and that's all you want in a fingerprint sensor, really. And as you have noticed, there's no buttons on the side like other phones. The buttons are all on the back, and that's both good and bad. When reaching the phone from your pocket, you can easily start it up and get into the operating system within like 2 seconds. But if the phone is laying flat, that's another story. The LG V10 has an inbuilt digital to analog converter, which is pretty cool. It may not be a huge difference, but it makes the sound a bit clearer and crispier. Oh, and speaking about sound, the speaker on this phone is rubbish. It sounds tinny and gets distorted at higher levels. But once you connect your own headphones, the inbuilt DAC will take great care of them. And I guess that's about it for the review. If you feel like I forgot anything, please tell me in the comments down below and I will give you guys my written review of it. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe if you like the content, also like the video while you are at it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.